Hi class, we're going to dive deep into the word work, the next word for today, which is squalling. So I went back in the text and I skimmed and scanned within those stories, the first story with the storm warriors and the next one with the lost heroes, to find the word squalling, and I found it in Storm Warriors on page 272. So I'm going to go back and look at that. As the surfman drew closer, I heard what sounded like squalling of an alley cat. So, heard, squalling is going to be a sound, and an alley cat. I know that cats make high-pitched sounds, and I also know that this is a time where they are out at the sea. So let's read this from the top. What in the world could be more important to save off that ship than the lives of the men on board? I shook my head and hauled rope. The surfmen were half walking, half swimming, pushing forward, the waves smacking against their backs and seeming to want to spit them out of the sea. As the surfmen drew closer, I heard what sounded like the squalling of an alley cat. Mr. Meekins handed over his bundle and shouted, "Get it into dry blankets before it goes blue." The bundle was passed from man to man until it was handed to me, and I found myself looking into the terrified eyes of a screaming child. So there was squalling, there was a wailing sound, a high-pitched cry of that. So squalling is going to be a high-pitched sound. Let's go and look at the next example, page 284. On page 284, I found squalling right here. Secured by a rope, two members swam to the sinking ship. They brought back a crewman. Then a fresh team heard the squalling of the captain's baby and saved him. So that word, is it going to have the same meaning or a different one? Same one. It's both about the captain's baby. So this will be a really quick writing today, because it is the exact same scenario. There's nothing different about that. It doesn't even add more meaning like the other one did. So I'm just going to put text 1 and 2, because remember, this column is telling about keywords and phrases. Oh, last time we put the definition there. Interesting. So keywords and phrases, baby, heard, cries. Let's see what else there was. So there's nothing in this one. I'm noticing the second story does have less context clues than the first story. It's also a shorter story, so that makes sense, just less details. Sorry about that. So I'm going to go back. Squalling. Oh, an alley cat is another one. That gives you a descriptive, really loud sound there. Alley cat is another clue. Screaming was another clue in text 1. Okay, so those were different in text 1 and 2 based on the words. So text 1 had baby, alley cat, heard, screaming. So I went back and fixed the little bit of detail. So text 1 had the baby, the alley cat, heard, and screaming were the words. And then for text 2, it only had the words baby and heard. And then for my why do I know what the meaning is? Squalling is a high-pitched cry. I know this because both the texts refer to it as a sound made by a crying baby. And one of them even refers to it as an alley cat, but since I'm trying to prove that they're the same meaning, then I'm just going to leave my answer at that. I hope this helped you.